Hello there. In today's video, I would like to briefly showcase an antler pick. I made this pick to go along with my armor recreation, as the armored warrior in Champlain's Illustrations of Algonquin Dress is shown carrying one. Conveniently, the illustration very clearly shows the construction of the pick. As far as I know, none of these have survived from this part of the world, so I might have had to look to other cultures for reference material, in which case I would have done it wrong because just about everybody does it differently. This one is made from stone rather than antler, but the construction principles would apply. Using my own intuition as a craftsman, I would have made it like my antler axe. The reason being that I had my doubts about how strong this method of construction would be. White-tailed deer antler only tends to be a little over an inch thick at the base. Because of this, the bit of handle that sticks through the head has to be made very thin. I had my doubts, but I've done a couple of durability tests and it's held up well enough. I think the reason I get away with it is because of how light the antler is. If this head were made of steel and of similar dimensions, it would snap off easily. I used the base of the antler to give myself as much material to work with as possible. The handle is just a simple piece of ash. It's not a perfect recreation, but it's close enough for me. It's been suggested to me that this could be an anti-armor weapon, so let's test that. The pick did a little bit of damage to the board, but it didn't get through. Here the pick hooked into the threads and skidded along the board. No notable damage. Here the pick bites into the board, chewing it up a little bit, but not penetrating. Nothing else interesting happened in these tests, so I've trimmed them down. Here's a close-up of two of the boards that were struck by the pick. The one on the left has been partially cracked as though it had been struck with an antler arrow. The one on the right has just had a gouge taken out of it. I don't have any test panels left to represent the helmet or the shin guards, and I'm unwilling to risk damage to my recreation, so let's just speculate. I think the pick might have been able to split the shin guards. I don't think it would have been able to penetrate very deeply through them, though. The same would be true of the helmet. The small plates that the helmet is constructed of are much easier to split than the long ones on the shin guards. However, the leather bands hold the helmet together even once plates have been split, making it very difficult for a point to get through, particularly one as broad as the pick. Let's do a couple techniques to see how it moves. Its light weight makes it very maneuverable. It only weighs about 3/4 of a pound. That's all I have to say. It's an ugly little thing, but it'll do. Bye-bye.